What's good, Stushy? It's your girl Stushy, back with another video. If you're new, hey boo, my name is Stushy. To all my returning subscribers, welcome back to the channel. We're happy to have you guys back. Check out a brand new video. This is the second episode of my entrepreneur vlog series, of my boss babe series, of my girl boss series. I don't really know what I want to call it. I might like combine all the words all together. I really don't know. I personally started my very own lash business. It is CAPRIAL NYC. If you are new, be sure to check out some of my previous videos talking about that, how I quit my job, kicked fear in the butt, and started my very own business. Today I'm just going to be giving you a list of products, a list of items that you might need if you are thinking about starting your very own business, or just a list of things that you might need to look into if you are thinking about starting your very own business. And I'm going to try to make it so it applies to a lot of different businesses. So just general offhand, if you want to start a lash business, if you want to start selling stationery, if you want to start selling accessories, whatever, these are some things that you might need upon starting your business. Each business will vary. You have to do your research. If you're starting a business, there's no going around that. These are just the generals. So these things will also be in no specific order. Grab a notebook, grab a pen and pad. Let's get started. So the very first thing that you will need, in my case I started my very own lash business, CAPRIAL NYC, you're going to need the product. Hello, the product. Because how are you going to sell this item if you don't have the product? Granted, you can be working through a vendor or doing drop shipping, which is where you don't have the physical product, someone else has the product, but you reach out to them to ship the product for you once you make the sale. My business is not a drop shipping business because I actually want to have the physical product. I have my physical box, which is what, you know, part of it is packaging, so you need the product and packaging, something to hold the product in. In my case, I have the lashes. This is my product, this is what I'm selling, and I also have the packaging that I wanted to put it in. So these two can come together, it can come separate depending on your vendor. My lash vendor is not the same as my package vendor, so they're different. Do your research, test something out. I wouldn't say to go with one vendor. I would personally go with at least 3 or 4. I know some people that might go up to 7. I don't want to get too carried away or confuse myself, so I personally used 3 different vendors for testing my lashes. You want to test whatever you're selling out for a long periodically time. No, for a long for a while, because you want to ensure that this is something that you want to put your brand on, put your name on, put your stamp on. With that being said, it can be hair that you're selling. You want to wear the hair. You don't want to just be selling hair and you never wore it a day in your life. You don't know anything about hair. If it's clothing, you want to wear the clothes. You want to see the quality. Is it comfortable? Is it breathable? Can you breathe in it? Can you move in it? You are going to need mailers, something to ship your product off in. I personally have these mailers. This goes with the color scheme of my brand. These are the smallest mailers that I carry. I had my hashtag, my business hashtag right on the front. It says CAPRIAL Cutie. So yeah, I got mine customized. You need mailers to mail your product, because you can't just say, hey USPS, take this and deliver it to, you know, South Asia. I don't know. That's an essential. One of the next things that you will need is somewhere to sell. So are you going to be selling on Etsy? Are you going to be selling on Amazon? Are you going to be selling on Wix? Are you going to be selling on Shopify, GoDaddy, whatever? And then you will also need somewhere for the person to pay. So are they going to be paying you via Cash App, Wix, PayPal, via Zelle, Venmo? I don't know. Is Venmo a thing? Venmo? I don't know. I've never actually used that app. So what are you going to be accepting payments on? You need something, you need to set something up, that way you can accept payments through this service. So if it's online, you will need a website, you will need an Instagram, something to debut your products, to show your products. That way people know what you're selling. You need to be able to reach people on a broad spectrum. Like, you need to be able to reach people on social media, people, you know, wherever you might want to ship to. So website is needed, or an Instagram is needed, a Facebook is needed, something where you can debut your products and speak about it, so that your neighbor's not the only person that knows about it technically. And now that we've got our packaging for shipping out of the way, how will you be shipping off the products? A lot of people go directly to the post office, go directly to FedEx, or go directly to UPS and ship off their products. You also need to either create shipping labels at home, or get shipping labels when you go and bring your product to, you know, USPS or FedEx. If you're getting a ton of orders, it might be tedious for you to keep going to USPS or keep going to FedEx every single moment of the day. So I recommend getting a printer. It can be a HP printer. I don't know, do your research on printers. I personally decided to get my very own label printer. I invested in a label printer because that way I don't have to worry about ink. I don't have to worry about purchasing an actual big hefty printer. I don't really have anywhere that I want to put that right now, so I decided to invest in a Dymo printer, which is this little bad boy right here. I haven't actually started printing any labels on it, but I have hooked it up and set it up so when I do open my business, when I do launch my website, I can start to receive orders on the website, and I can start to just print my shipping labels at home and then drop it off to USPS. A printer is needed. If you don't want to keep going to USPS or keep going to FedEx or whatever throughout the day to keep shipping orders, it might save you money too, to just, you know, print the labels at home. Another thing that you might need is a scale. So if you are shipping from home, you will need to weigh your items. A digital scale can be used. You can use a kitchen scale. You will need something to weigh your package. There are websites that allow you to ship from home depending on if you have a printer to ship from home. But other than that, if you plan on just dropping your items off at USPS or FedEx, they can weigh that for you. You don't have to worry about getting into the nitty-gritty of weighing your items before shipping them. So that's something that I did want to throw in. You can always do your additional research on that if you will be shipping from home. Depending on the type of business that you will be starting, a label machine might be a necessity. This was something that I needed for my lash business because I needed to label every single lash style, so that way I know what's what. Granted, I can look at the lashes and know what style it is without actually looking at the labels, because I just know what style is what because I've, you know, named them myself. But it's really to alert your customer that they got the right thing. This label machine is pretty cool. This is the Brother label machine, Brother P-Touch label machine, and you can purchase different tapes and stuff, and I use this to label my lashes. It might also be useful if you're selling jewelry, if you're selling lip glosses. Another thing that's very useful is a planner. This is my current planner. Planner is very important because you're able to write down your goals in here. It's a visual goal. It's something that you actually put in there, so you look at it every day, or every day that any day that you open the planner, it's a reminder to, hey, I need to make this goal. And I also recommend getting a cute one, something that is useful, something that might have notes in there, a place where you can write notes, top priorities of the week, coming up next week. My planner includes all of these little things inside of it. It's just really convenient. The next thing that I recommend you get is a little business journal. So this is my current business journal. It says make it happen. So everything for CAPRIAL NYC, I keep everything regarding my brand in here. It's literally everything. All my research that I've done, vendors, box designs. I literally drew out all my different styles that I had in mind. You need something like this, and I recommend you getting it separate from your actual planner, just because you might want to put some personal items in your planner, and then this needs to be just strictly for your business. This one I haven't actually started to use this yet. I'm going to be using this when I actually open my business. They're just a great thing to refer back to. You can see your progress, you know, from start to finish. Also want cute pens. Look at this. Look at all these. Like, I have a ton of different color pens. Another thing that I recommend are business cards. So it should say a business name. It should show contact information, whether it be an email, a website, a phone number, or something, so that they can reach out to you. It should show your handle, so your Instagram. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? Another thing that is important is, I'm gonna show my phone for this purpose because I'm actually recording on my camera, but a camera. You need a camera, and you can use your phone. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive camera or whatever. You can use your phone to take pictures of your products. Try not to use the same pictures that your vendor sells. Basically, just take your own pictures, take your own videos. It just helps because you're not using a generic video that everyone or another person that's using the same vendor as you will have. You know, it just sets yourself apart. I've taken a lot of product shots on my camera. I have a 7 Plus at the moment. I need an upgrade, but that's another story. I've also taken a lot of pictures on my actual camera that you guys are looking at me on right now. The last thing that you will need, and you don't, this is not a necessity, you can also use your phone for this, but I recommend having a laptop, a tablet. I know for a lot of people this might not be something that's readily available, but use your resources. Go to the library, go to your school, use your school's laptop, use your friend's laptop, you know, use your phone. You want to do your research. I've done a ton, I mean a ton of my research on my MacBook. I can't stress enough how important it is to do your research. Obviously, a lot of these things will be learned through trial and error. Some things are not researchable. Some things you have to endure, you have to experience to gain knowledge of these items, of these things. So, but for a lot of it, if you're starting a business, it requires you to do your research. So I'm gonna yell it to the top of my lungs: do your research. It's important. And as I said before, these are just some of the things that I thought of off the top of my head. A lot of things are still needed, especially for my business. A lot more things were needed, but this just goes to show it's gonna vary for each business. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's episode. Click that subscribe button if you are new. Join the gang. Click the notification bell button. That way YouTube notifies you every single time I upload another boss babe vlog, another entrepreneur vlog. And also be sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what's an essential if you are already a business owner. What is an essential? What is something that you can't live without? What is something that I might need that you have in your business? Let me know down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.